Hello and welcome back everybody, my name is LittleCornDogs and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a hovercraft. Now you're probably saying, LittleCornDogs, in the last video you already went over hovercrafts, why are you doing it again? Well, in today's video I'm going to be building a hovercraft. Now it's not this hovercraft, this is one that I did make, but this is one that I made before I downloaded all those ones from the Steam Workshop and tried them out. So as you guys could see, it's really hard to keep in a straight line. Now turning, it's not stable at all, as you can tell. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be taking all of the information that I have got from the Steam Workshop and even just put some of my ideas into a hovercraft to make it the ultimate hovercraft. So anyways, let's get started. So of course we need this cool cockpit seat. We got to be getting those aerodynamics down. So anyways, let's get started. So we got to get the aerodynamics looking good, and we can't have a lot of drag on this thing. So we got to make sure that that's all up and tidy so that we can go extra fast. So we got that. We got that. And then we also have to get this angled. Where is it? There it is. Just like that. Okay. We get that. We get this angled piece here. Like I said, it's all about the aerodynamics. It's all about keeping it quick. So we're going to need to add some extra thrust too to keep it fast, but you don't want any extra drag on your hovercraft. So with everything that I've seen on the Steam Workshop was people had, what was it? They had like a block like right here, and then they also had this distance sensor. So they turned this all the way down, they inverted it, and then they added two of these angles here. So just like that. Now they actually put them on like a slight angle, like a 15. And then let's take off those controls there. And then let's just copy them to the other side and make sure they're not, let's see. Just like that. There we go. So all the green is up in the air like so. Okay, so there's that. And then we got to add the hover pads. So like I was saying, they have them all on a hinge. So they have them all kind of tilted up automatically. So when you tilt or when you turn, it leans into the turns almost like a motorcycle. So, that is pretty good. I think that's about it for the front, and let's just copy that to the back. Now I do think that these things flip. Yeah, they do. So the red is up. We're gonna need the green. But yeah, so we gotta have these all angled up. You guys will see that. Why is it not doing it? We gotta go here. Oh, there we go. They're not connected to them. Duh, we gotta connect it. Okay, so like that, settings. And let's connect it to all of the hinges here. Now these hinges are usually for turning, so we also have to turn it off from the seat with the turning, just like that. There we go. And then you guys will see that they're all on an angle, just like that. So when we're turning, it leans into the turns a little bit, kind of like a motorcycle. So we have that. Now we got to add the rest of it, so it's one big unit. And then speed sensors. Now this is my idea. This is what I thought that would help with a hovercraft. So usually when you're driving a hovercraft and you turn, it just keeps like sliding sideways and just drifting. Now that is cool if you want it to drift, but I don't like it to drift. I like to be able to drive on water because that's what hovercrafts do, and be able to control it really, really, really well. So that's exactly what my idea was, at least. Let's see if it works. And let's go ahead and do this. So we have these speed sensors here. So when air is flowing into this speed sensor, it's going to activate these guys. So let's go ahead and delete this, and then we'll just connect this automatically. Now I don't want them to just turn on super easily, so I'm going to put it at 3. I don't know if that's 3 miles an hour or 3 kilometers an hour, but 3. And then we connected it to this guy here. So we should be good if we just go ahead and copy this, and it will activate all of them, I think, right? Because it's all connected. Cool. Okay, now we're going to do the same exact thing on this side, but we're going to connect this speed sensor to thrusters here. So the reason why I'm putting them facing outwards instead of you know, like flipping them all so they're facing inward so you can't see the flames shooting out, is specifically just for the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But let's just go ahead and connect these just like we did to the other side, like so. And then we're gonna make this, okay, so it's 3 kilometers an hour, just like that. Okay, so that's the helping with the, you know, if we drift too much, that's what's going to help with. But then we also need turning. So we have that. Let's go ahead, A and D, so we can actually turn. And then let's have some forward thrust, like so, and make it W. And then let's go here, and we'll flip that guy. That we also need this to be W, so we have forward thrust, and we'll just copy it on that side, and copy it there. Now, I actually like to have reverse on my hovercrafts. I know a lot of people don't. They just want to add all the extra speed that they can, which is cool, but you know, it's just a little too much for me sometimes. So I like to have reverse so we can go backwards just like that. But anyways, we have forwards, we have backwards, we have the turning just like this, and then we have the just in case if we're drifting too much. You guys can see it on the side. So when we start turning a little bit, those guys just automatically turn on. So it's definitely going to help us slow down on the turns. Oof, we hit that water really hard. So that is why we sank. But anyways, let's just go over here. You guys can see they're activated extremely soon. I mean, it only takes like 3 kilometers of wind to activate them when we were going sideways. So but you can see it slows us down. We would have definitely hit that barrel, and we would have definitely hit that ramp, but these help slow us down when we're on a sideways drift, and it helps us stay in a straight line. So usually with a car, you guys know that when, you know, rubber wheels have some friction, so when the front end is turning, the back wheels will just automatically follow. But when you add turning to a hovercraft, there is absolutely no friction at all. So it's kind of like air hockey, you know, it's just gonna be like it's almost on ice or something, and it's just gonna keep floating in that direction. But if we go sideways, see how much we're slowing down? Like that's all passively due to the what is that? The speed sensor there. So it's really cool. This is definitely a big help when it comes to driving a hovercraft. Now the only downside of this is when you are on the water, because if you go too slow on the water, that is when you sink, which is really cool because, you know, you really have to almost fight this guy to keep it going quick. It's just fun for like a game to play with your friends, you know, like try not to sink. But, you know, other than that, on the land, this thing works amazing. I'll show you guys that example again. If we just turn sideways, those thrusters are just going to keep pushing until we are basically stopped. So it's really cool. Like I said, it's all passive. I don't do any of that. It does it all by itself, and it feels like a car. It really does. Maybe it has like a little bit of slide to it, but it really makes it fun to drive. I guess, is drive a good word for a hovercraft? To hover? I don't know what you'd call it, but I guess drive works too. But yeah, so as you can see, you know, we're driving, and when we make a turn, it leans into the turns because the hover pads are on their side. But then, you know, it also slows us down so we don't crash into this big old ship here and die. Alright, well that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was a little bit shorter than normal, but I think it is some good information to help you guys out on your next hovercraft build. And if you want to see anything else just like this, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I will make sure to try and build that in the next video. Anyways, my name is LittleCornDogs, and I'll see you guys in the next one.